a vampire.
Vampire.
Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben.
My name is Kay.
And we're doing Midnight Mass spoilers and we're going to talk about the ending. We're going to try and explain it. If you didn't quite get it, we're basically just talking about Midnight Mass. So if you haven't seen it yet, and you don't want spoilers, don't watch this. But if you haven't seen it and you still want to watch spoilers, then welcome. Let's get into it.
Okay. Did anyone guess, like I did, the moment you saw the big chest, the big crate thing?
Yeah, you see, I
did.
Thought about it and I thought, no, he doesn't do vampires. That's so weird.
The moment I saw that being loaded off the boat, I was like, there's a vampire in there.
All right, let's just talk about the comparison of the vampire to angel, because I thought that was very interesting.
Yes.
The laws and works so well.
Yeah.
The church comparison to thinking of an angel as a vampire, with the wings, the symbolism, the blood, and how he...
Eternal life, all of that stuff.
Yeah. Obviously, you guessed as well that, I think you guessed before me, Monsieur...
Yeah, Monsignor.
That it was him. It was him. And once we'd figured that out, obviously the de-aging of the mother, who was de-aging, you said with the makeup, you could see she had a lot of makeup. And so you knew that was probably going to be a thing. Let us know in the comments if you thought that was going to be a thing. That probably gave it away a little bit.
The first time I saw her as the character on screen, I went, something's wrong. That is a young person playing an old person. Why have they bothered to put so much old person makeup on her? The only reason would be if they're going to de-age her.
And they did, yeah. A lot. The transformation of that, it was pretty cool.
I mean, it sounds like we're dissing it. It's just that I'm kind of excited that I managed to catch these things. And actually, it didn't detract from my enjoyment of the series.
Once we saw the vampire in all its glory, I found it interesting that it never talked. It always says shh, and it definitely understood that it opened its wings and it was wearing the gown, and I was like, dang, this thing's really evil. It's playing the game. It's because they talked about how you heard the call of the angel telling you to do certain things.
Yeah.
And so this was obviously a way for it to say, okay, I want to cut off the island. I want you to destroy some of the boats, all the hidey places, and then you should turn people, because he wanted his own coven or flock. What do you call a group of vampires? A flock of vampires. He wanted to breed his own horde. Yeah, basically, vampires.
Do you know? What is the collective noun for vampires?
Vampires and the gang.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. He'd been found in the cave below, just like in Egypt somewhere. Because that's
on the road to Damascus.
Oh, okay. So that's very interesting.
In the Holy Land.
So what were they saying? Was that the devil or a demon?
Oh, I don't know. I think the director on purpose has left that up to discussion in the audience.
Or is it an angel? Did we get it all wrong? Because there is all that comparison that works really well, especially going back to the cup with the blood. And when you start seeing those miracles, there's an explanation of where the girl, he says, now walk. And everybody's like, oh, no, how can you do that? And she gets up and she walks, which leads me straight to the end, which we can talk about, because it's a nice bit to talk about.
Yes.
Literally the last few seconds. What did she say?
I can't feel my legs.
Yeah. And then there was just silence and no music in the credits. Just let us stew on the fact now she can't walk. She seemed happy about it, but does that mean the vampire is dead, or that the power is just not working, or that he's removed his power because he thought, nope, what control does the vampire actually have? He's definitely left it open for us to think about what would happen, because we thought that the vampire sunk. You see him fall into the cloud, but we don't know that he's dead. The only indication that he might be dead is that she no longer can walk.
Yeah.
But that's still guessing.
That is guessing, but it is based on lore surrounding vampires that you get in other films and other literature, that suggests that once the sire, the person who turned everyone, dies, then either those vampires will die as well, or any sort of power that vampire held over humans would no longer function.
I gave my review a A++. double plus,
A plus.
A plus plus. And now that I've remembered the thing that really annoyed me, I would probably drop it down to an A plus, because there was one moment, the big climactic moment where all the vampires are dying. And if you've ever seen any vampire series or film, you will know that there are ways for vampires to survive out in the open if the sun is a thing that kills them. And that's sand, digging, canoes. They had boats that they could flip over, sandbag, and there are definitely ways they could have survived. So it seemed like the get out of jail free card once you'd written yourself into that corner. I just want them all to die with this fire. They had a lot of time. It did feel like enough that they could have dug into the sand, and we definitely saw her starting to do that, and we were like, why didn't you do that earlier? So it did feel like a writing moment. Oh, I don't know what to do with these guys, let's just have them all burn.
I don't know that they ever made the connection to vampires as the church community. I think what happened was they realized, in that moment, they realized that what they had done was wrong. They had killed people, they had drunk blood. So any human being who has any sort of morals, which I'm assuming these people did, would realize in that moment. So I think they embraced the mourning, and I thought it was so beautiful the way they were all singing and holding each other and ready to embrace their deaths because they knew that it had to end.
I think I knew that they knew that. Even if they didn't connect vampires, they would have wanted to survive, and they knew that sunlight would hurt them. In case you've been listening to our review and forming your own thoughts on it, do let us know in the comments below. Sorry about the background noise. We have a tree being trimmed. And our room isn't exactly soundproof.
No.
I would like it to be. So sorry for the background noise. Let us know your thoughts in the background.
In the background?
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think? Would you like a sequel if there's a good series? If there's a good story to have?
That's my opinion.
I wasn't asking you.
I was asking them. I answered.
I would like more, because there's so much more lore there to explore, especially if it's new characters but the same vampire, to see what he does on another island or a different bunch of people. I think that could be fun to explore. There's a lot of world and story there. You could do it differently with a different religion.
I suppose you could. I do think it's really interesting though, the priest, and how he... So he uncovered this, we assume, vampiric angel, who fed on him, but in the process it de-aged him. But that's not when he died. He didn't die. Because he only died once he drank the poison.
Yeah, true.
Which we still don't know why he drank poison.
That was her.
She poisoned him?
I think so, yeah. They showed us a shot of that. So she knew something was up and was wanting more miracles, and was thinking that he was going to come back alive. And then he did.
Wow, yeah, she's super evil.
She was the evil one.
Wow.
That speech of her, I'm not a nice person, was 100% accurate.
Gosh.
She's you're not a nice person. Someone needs to tell you this. You've been needing to hear this for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are not a good person.
Oh. Like, I wanted her to die pretty much from the beginning. Like,
yeah.
You just knew that she was the one. There's always that one character in series and films like this that you just know they need to be written out because they're going to cause trouble. And I was right.
They do. They always do.
They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for watching this. And from Ruben and Kirsten, we wish you a happy day.
Yeah. Live long on Tuesday.
You had to say it, didn't you?
I did.